morning, y'all. Welcome if you're new here. Welcome back if you're not. My name is Angel. I own Mama All's Creations. Possibly I'll own Wolfie's Creations eventually, or we're just going to make a new business and have his stuff underneath that business. But, so, technically, today is Vlogmas day 1. But I messed up. And I did not vlog anything yesterday because I had a show. And the vendor next to me was being extremely rude. The vendor behind me was rude 2 days prior. And you'll hear my kids in the background. My little man's just upset with me today. But, so, I'm just going to kind of recap yesterday and then, prior, like the days prior. So, we ended up doing 460 in sales, which that's not a bad weekend for, but it was a 3-day. If it would have been a 2-day and I made that, then that would have been phenomenal. But it was still a 3-day. I had to be out there for 3 days. I missed 3 days of my regular job to do it. So, dividing it all up, it wasn't a horrible day or a horrible weekend. But I made my first doll plushie ever, and she sold within the first 2 days. Like the second day is when she sold. So that was exciting. I ended up making 2 more, and then I had a customer come up and see the mermaids, and she's like, "Oh, if it was purple." I'm like, "The purple one sold yesterday." But yeah, that was the weekend. And mainly what sold was my axolotls, my baby axolotls that are like this long. I don't have a picture of them or I would put it up. But those, like, that was the main thing that sold. And then there were just odds and ends of things. Like, I think I sold 2 pigs. 2 of my new, like I had bought her pattern and I had just made 2 new ones. They were the Tice the Turtle by Old Soul Factory. Those sold. Possums were a big thing again, as always. They always are a big thing for me. So that's pretty much it. Like, it's been a very uneventful. Oh, I had a custom that ended up coming through. It was the event coordinator. She wanted a white duck. So I ended up making her for it last night, or like that night, and having her pick it up the next day. And she asked me for it Friday. I made it Friday and finished it Saturday morning. And then she came and got it from me. So that was fun. Like, I liked having, a custom order of, a pattern that I use regularly, just, different color, because I've never thought to make a white duck. I've never seen a white duck. So, but, yeah, like, okay, so I'm going to get into this. I normally don't gripe. I don't complain. The vendor next to me, the first 2 days, it was a younger girl and I'm going to assume her boyfriend. And they were great. They were fantastic. They understood, keep a little space in between the booths so we both can get in and out. Then the mom gets there. And I go to the back of the booth, and she's got her cart all the way against my tables, which actually we're supposed to have 2 squares in between our booths open for that exact reason, so we can get in and out. And I was like, I need to get through, and your cart's in the way. She's like, well, I'm in my space. I said, actually, no, you're not in your space. You're actually over your space. I need you to move it so I can get through. And then the event coordinator ended up having to come and talk to me because it was a problem. I said, Sarah, this is my space. This is her space. She was literally against my table. And she's like, oh, no, they played it like you were, you know, trying to have them move their table over and all of that so that you could get through. And I'm like, no. Nope. I have my table in my space. We are supposed to have space in between our tables so that we can get back and forth in, you know, into the booth. So I've been going to almost every single show, and yeah, I'm pretty sure that they just got blacklisted because their mom wanted to be rude and lie. And then the vendor behind me, this pissed, excuse my French, this ticked me off. So they were setting up, and I set up Wednesday. So Wednesday we were allowed to come in, set up from 5 to 7. And then, you know, Friday morning we were supposed to be open at 8. So I take my tablecloths off of my table and I put them underneath. Like the ones that I lay over my product, because that's how we do it at that show. I took them and put them underneath my table. I sat down and I heard the vendor behind me say, God, I hate crochet booths. Because all crochet is just a mindless hobby. Do you know how to read a pattern? Because if you don't know how to read a pattern, you try to make a plushie and then tell me that it's a mindless pattern or it's a mindless hobby. It irritated me. And they were a 3D booth. 3D printed booth. That's mindless because literally all you have to do is make that file and then you print it and print it and print it and print it, and all you have to do is hit a button. Like, yes, you have to design that file, but we have to design patterns unless we buy them. What's the difference? There is no difference. So yeah, it was an eventful weekend per the other vendors. Sorry, I'm dealing with congestion and whatnot, and it's making my mouth dry. But I ended up starting the Christmas present for my boyfriend, because all 4 kids get to spend $20 on Dad, and then I get to spend $20 on Dad. So, you know, it's $100. And then he's doing the same, where they get to all spend $20 on me, and then he spends $20 on me. So I started doing that, and I'll insert a picture here. Of what I bought so far, but we bought an ornament, and it's literally a Grim Reaper 3D printed ornament, and then 4 different magnets, the car coasters that are like they get set in the coasters in the car, or in the cup holders in the car, and then got him a keychain and a pop socket. Highly doubt he'll use the pop socket, but that's not the point. There's some. We bought him a car diffuser. That was the other thing that we ended up buying for him. So I'm gonna say there was more. So I said there was 4 magnets that we bought, because I bought 3 the first day. And then, when I got my daughter back from her dad, she ended up going and picking one. Oh, we got him a necklace. It's a dragon etched necklace. It's literally like a dog tag with a dragon etched into it. That was one of the other things we had got. And then Bella got a little 3D printed wolf for him, and it actually matches He matches the other one that we have. So, the kids still have, you know, funds to spend on the parents, but because Bella's only spent $1 on me, Allie's spent $13 on me, and then Bella spent 7, 12, 14. So Bella has $6 to spend on Dad, and Allie has 10, 11, 12, 13. So Bella has 6, Allie has 7, Bellamy has 19, because he bought a magnet too. And I have 18 to spend on Nate, so. But anyways, guys, I'm going to insert a video of my booth at the end of this, just so then you guys can see my setup. I was going to record a video at the end, so then you guys could see what I had left. I did have a lot left, don't get me wrong, but I carry $4,000 worth of product with me. And these shows, you know, this show was actually, I made a lot less this year than I did last year. Because last year I think I cleared almost 5, or no, I cleared over 5. I think it was almost 600 last year, and I only cleared 450 this year. So, anyways, guys, I'm gonna get off of here because I'm thoroughly exhausted. My kiddo, as you can hear him right now, I'm gonna go get him once I'm done with this. He was up every 20 minutes for 4 hours straight last night. So I got like no sleep. So anyways, guys, I'm gonna let you go, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye, guys.